It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC North foes. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up next.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Sweetwater Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they go play action now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Going for the deep ball. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Right at the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 37.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So a good decision that time by Zach Taylor. Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I hope we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. 9 yards that time.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. Picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, and they go back to Harris. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
First down, here's Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To the air on first down with Pickett. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett will look to throw it here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And Charles, his name etched in the NFL record books. Just the second field goal ever made from 66 yards as he ties Justin Tucker's NFL record.
And everything had to go right for that field goal to be converted. The snap, the hold, the protection, all had to be perfect. No wind working against you, and he nails that one. Congratulations on an incredible kick.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. It's Boyd.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
First down, Bengals.
Ten 3-yard score after one here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And Burrow going to throw again.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, included a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Pickett.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Back deep, Trent Taylor. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Again, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The quick slant caught. Touchdown.
Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there.
And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
McPherson now for the extra point.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Off play action. Pickett.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down.
And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pickett now on first down. He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
He finds his man Johnson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. That is taken in by Hurst. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
It always seems like a lightning bolt when you get a big run on 3rd and inches. But in this case, all the credit has to go to the offensive line. They out-leveraged the defensive front and created a gap for him to get through and create that big-time run.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Pickett to throw on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on an expected passing situation.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Pickett, he gets it left side to Johnson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They'll try the right side with Harris. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hey, here's Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Pickett.
Going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Boyd.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Open man is Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's brought down.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Pickett.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Now Pickett. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Najee Harris
from 6 yards away.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here we go with Burrow.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Running left, it's Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.